My name is Isabel De Leon, and I am the President of Student Council. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for our Chamber Choir's presentation of our national anthem under the direction of Mr. Eric Rose. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the brave, home of the brave.
You have to turn it on. Please be seated. Thank you, Isabel, Mr. Gross, and members of the Freehold High School Chamber Choir. Good afternoon, families and friends of the graduates of the class of 2025. My name is Geraldine Acevedo. As an assistant principal here at Freehold High School, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our 146th annual commencement exercises honoring the Freehold High School class of 2025. I would like to welcome our honored guests present this evening. Dr. Nicole Hazel, Superintendent of the Freehold Regional High School District. Amanda McCobb, Freehold's member of the Freehold Regional Board of Education. Councilwoman Sharon Schutzer. Dr. Lavetta Ross, Principal. Mr. Joseph Iaculo, Assistant Principal. Mr. Rodney Taylor, Assistant Principal. Mr. Joshua Mell, Supervisor of Extracurricular Activities, and Ms. Jennifer Dwyer, Senior Class Advisor. Today is a public recognition of the academic achievement of 335 graduates, the class of 2025. At this time, I would like to introduce the Class Council co-presidents for the class of 2025, Samara Gajewala, who will be attending Northeastern, and Ria Saketh, who will be attending NJIT.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests, families, friends, and the class of 2025. If Ria and I were to teach you all about any topic, it'd be kintsugi, the Japanese art of repairing broken pottery with gold. You may wonder why, because if you know us, you know we've never touched a pottery wheel in our lifetime. At a surface level, kintsugi is a decorative technique that involves repairing broken pottery with gold. But while practicing this art form, there are many lessons you can learn about yourself. In essence, kintsugi teaches the idea that failure is simply a shattered bowl waiting to be repaired. It doesn't matter how the bowl breaks, it matters how we piece it together. When we discuss our failures, we must not speak as if they're broken pieces of ourselves. Instead, let them be fractures filled with gold, representing the flaws that make us stronger.
As we begin the journey of building our futures, there will be many obstacles. Although these obstacles will be difficult, they will not define us. Instead, they will inspire us into who we want to be. They will serve as reminders to continue our journeys despite the adversities we will inevitably face. As you take a look around, seeing the same faces you've had for the past 4 years of staff, family, and friends, we urge you to break beyond what is comfortable. Break beyond the walls of Burrow, but never forget where you come from and what you stand for. Your strength, determination, and willingness to face the unknown will take you so far beyond what you thought you were capable of. We want you to look back at your time in Burrow with pride and hopefulness, appreciating all of the highs and all of the lows. Although some of our lows have served as humbling experiences, they have become the foundation for some of the most formative times of our lives. As our time here comes to a close, remember that this is not the end of a story, but rather the beginning of a new chapter.
While we start, none of us would experience. Aside from these individuals, it is also extremely important to give credit to the custodians, security guards, and lunch aides who constantly work behind the scenes to make our school environment a safe and clean space.
As a class, we are gathered here today to celebrate one common achievement. Remember the friendships you've created, the bonds you've forged with your teachers, and the memories you'll hold on to forever. Let your failures be lessons and your successes be motivation. And most importantly, use these last 4 years as stepping stones into your future. Thank you.
Altogether fitting that we should acknowledge we recognize the class Valedictorian and Salutatorian. Your Salutatorian is a student in your class with the second highest grade point average earned over the past 4 years. It is with great pleasure I introduce Salutatorian Sayuri Shri, who will be attending Princeton University.
Good afternoon, everyone. Families, friends, teachers, extended staff, administrators, and most importantly, the great class of 2025. We came here almost 4 years ago when the world was still recovering from a pandemic. We were the first normal year, with everyone coming in person, albeit with masks, with an outdoor homecoming dance, with clubs and sports being held after school. We came here eager to do well in classes, eager to get a little more independence, go to games, show some school spirit, make new friends while keeping old ones, eager to learn more about ourselves. We were so ambitious for juveniles with too much to do and only so many hours in a day. As the days went by, the hours stayed the same, but things changed. Masks came off. A lot of us got summer jobs. Expectations changed as we went from freshmen to upperclassmen. The walk downtown after half days turned into a drive to Chili's or Crumble. ChatGPT grew from being barely known to everyone having it bookmarked. Hours spent working or volunteering increased, and so did the pressure. The pressure to figure out who we are and what we want to do. We went from one class to another, from school to sports to a job or a hangout, squeezing in more than 24 hours could ever really hold. And in the chaos of it all, we made memories. Sitting in our favorite teacher's classroom in the mornings, melting on the track during gym on days with weather like today, late night FaceTime spent studying, only to cram right before the test if we didn't just pray for the best. We stress not just about grades and clothes and deadlines and friends, but about not knowing if we were doing enough or doing everything right. Stuck in a phase of thinking we knew who we were, in a phase of not wanting to be as grown up as we soon had to be. For 4 years, we've been running, not just through hallways and to-do lists, but in the ongoing race of understanding ourselves, of becoming adults. And in that race, what we need to hear and what I hope we'll remember is, slow down, you're doing fine, you can be everything you want to be before your time. For 4 years, we've measured time in our 67-minute periods and days until the next long weekend. We've been living in countdowns, ticking off the 732 days of school that we've had one by one, ready for the thrill that comes with tomorrow. But in the last couple of days, as I walked around the school from one class to another getting my yearbook signed, sorry, Dr. Ross, I slowed down just to soak this place in. The leftover door decorations from the contest before winter break, the elevators we snuck onto with our injured friends, the hallways that are either really hot and humid or really cold with ceilings that haven't leaked in a while, knock on wood, and even the stairwells that seem endless every time you have to go up and make you question your athleticism. These are just pieces that make up our memories, little details we didn't think about capturing and remembering, but always will remember alongside everything in our camera roll and everyone special in our minds. For 4 years, we've been racing towards what's next. So take a breath. Savor this moment. Let the little things matter. Dream big, but don't rush the dream. In the words of Billy Joel, as I've been using throughout the speech, as you might have noticed, you can afford to lose a day or two because Vienna waits for you. Congratulations, class of 2025. We've done it, and thank you.
Now it's my pleasure to introduce Hannah Merkel as a valedictorian for the class of 2025. Hannah will be majoring in mechanical engineering.
Good afternoon, everyone. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. To all of our teachers, extended staff, administrators, families, and friends here today, thank you. Well, everyone, here we are. Like many of you, back then, I wanted to be a superhero and do something meaningful. I thought that this was something that I could choose to do, and I thought that I could change the world whilst barely even knowing my own, whilst barely even knowing the people who made up that world. Regardless of who we've chosen to interact with during our time here, a lot of us came in not knowing many people's worlds for so in the hulk of each other's worlds, and yet all of us can still look around today and see a face or two that's unfamiliar. Unfortunately or not, there will always be parts of our world that we don't know or sometimes don't even recognize are there. The vastness of this world forces us to choose which parts of it to learn, which people to get to know and try to understand. With 24 hours in the day, we can only hope to choose the things that matter. Isaac Newton once said, "I can calculate the motion of heavenly bodies, but not the madness of people." Now at least one of those things should be relatable. The thoughts and actions in the world we barely, instead of facing madness, understanding, there have been times where we've sat back and let others think for us. Instead of being open to people, there have been times where we've chosen to fake our emotions, to hide from others and sometimes ourselves. In freshman year during COVID, we came into school wearing masks, but maybe we have always, for the most part, worn them. Was the world that we live in, the world that we're supposed to be directly a part of, always so unfamiliar? We've interacted, directly or not, through the mask or not, learned about each other. I hope that there has been, and will realize, that it's okay to be honest, even if it means failing. If I can give us one piece of advice, in this huge world, our choices have way more power than we would like to admit. Instead of resorting to helplessness, we should try and give meaning to things that we would otherwise consider meaningless, even if it means not taking the easy road. Because one day, I'm sure there will be a moment that you once considered unimportant that you will look back upon with fondness. So, even if the end is inevitable, even if the world is changing too fast for us to keep up with, and even if things seem pointless in this moment, The journey that we take through this world is ultimately up to us. See, when I was a child, I wanted to be a superhero, and though I couldn't change the world, what I have been able to change is myself. I believe that all of us have more power than we might recognize to change our circumstances and pathway into the future. All it takes is a little thought. To my fellow graduates, good luck. May we think of each other again sometime in the future. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Hannah. At this time, I would like to welcome our principal, Dr. Lovetta Ross.
One second. Good afternoon, Dr. Hazel, Ms. McCobb, Councilwoman Schutzer, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, family, Freehold High School supervisors, teachers, and especially the class of 2025. It is an honor to stand before you today to celebrate the 146th commencement of Freehold High School. Graduates, take a moment to reflect. Go back to your very first day of freshman year when we first met. I remember sharing with you then that the next 4 years will go by faster than you can imagine. I told you that high school would be a fresh start, a clean slate, a new chapter in your life. That you had the power to bring the best parts of yourself into this chapter and leave behind anything that no longer served you. Chapter. We've all heard this word chapter countless times, usually in the context of a book. But as I prepared for these remarks today, I looked up the definition of chapter and found one that states a chapter is a period of time or an episode in one's life. That definition couldn't be more fitting. High school has been your chapter, a period of time in your life. It's your unique story filled with triumphs, challenges, growth, and memories that will stay with you for years to come. Yes, your high school began in 2020 with the class of 2025 being the first since COVID to experience 4 full uninterrupted years of high school. You brought life back into the halls with in-person club meetings, sports, battle of the classes, homecoming, and the full rhythm of a regular school day. You helped bring back the spirit and traditions that define our school, and I thank you for that. And today, you turn the page. Once again, you will start with a fresh slate and begin a new chapter. And I too will do the same as I graduate with you and begin the new chapter in my life called retirement. So let's dream together, let's stay true to ourselves, and above all, let's make the next chapter a really good one. Remember, no one is like you, and they ain't like us. Now let's look at your accomplishments. To begin, the class of 2025 continued various community service projects, including donating food to the local food pantry, blood drives, creating nonprofits for the homeless, just to name a few. The class of 2025 has been awarded close to $10 million in scholarships and grants that will help aid the cost of their college education. Yes, that's something to be applauded. 6 colonials have decided to serve our country in the United States Marines, Navy, and Coast Guard. At this time, I would like to recognize these graduates and for them to stand so we can applaud them all together. Josue Hernandez Cepeda, Denali Morales Tashua, Brandon Perez Dominguez, Adamari Santiago Marias, Sean Tardy, Diego Vivas Marin. Please stand and thank you guys. We thank all of you in advance for your personal sacrifice and service to our country. In continuing, 270 of you have decided that your next chapter will be formal education in our fine colleges and universities here in New Jersey to those across our country, including technical schools, two-year schools, the Ivies, Princeton, and HBCUs, University of Maryland Eastern Shore and Delaware State, just to name a few. We celebrate you in advance for your commitment to education. Some of you have decided to take a gap year, go right into the workforce, begin a union job, or start a food truck business. We wish you much success as you pursue your chosen path. May each step you take bring you closer to your goals and open doors to a new and rewarding opportunities. I want to thank the parents and guardians for sharing your children with us and trusting us with their education. Graduates, your teachers are all here today because they care for you and want to celebrate this occasion with you. They wouldn't want to miss this special day or for it to pass without showing you their support. In closing, I would like to leave you with this. Remember, you can do all things. You are the author of the next chapter. Make it one worth reading. We believe in you, and we can't wait to see what you'll do next. Congratulations, class of 2025. Now go forth and be great.
I now invite Dr. Hazel to the podium to certify the class of 2025.
Thank you, Mrs. Acevedo. Dr. Ross, good afternoon. Parents, guardians, family members, special guests, our Freehold High School staff, Board of Education member, Mrs. McCobb, thank you all for being here today to celebrate this momentous occasion. We are so honored to be here to celebrate this special moment with all of our graduates. As I look at our proud graduates, I'm reminded of the many opportunities afforded to our students to meet their personal goals, laying a foundation for success, lasting success for their future. To the graduates, I hope you take this moment to reflect on your years of high school. Each of you have climbed your personal flight of stairs, each step offering a unique experience to you. Today, all of you have landed on top of the staircase. You have succeeded in reaching an important milestone in your life, your high school graduation. Now, for the moment we have all been waiting for, it is my pleasure to congratulate the class of 2025, and it is my privilege to certify the students here assembled have completed all of the requirements for high school graduation in accordance with the New Jersey Department of Education and have successfully completed the requirements set forth by the Freehold Regional High School District and are therefore eligible to receive their high school diplomas. It is my honor, my privilege, to certify and present to all of you the class of 2025. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Hazel. The diplomas this afternoon will be awarded by Principal Dr. Lavetta Ross and myself. We will be assisted by Mr. Iaculo and Mr. Taylor, and the senior class officers. I will begin first with the presentation of the diplomas for those students on the dais. Valedictorian, Hannah Merkel. Salutatorian, Sayuri Shri. Senior class co-presidents, Samari Gajawala and Ria Seketh. Student class co-vice presidents, Isabel DeLeon and Shayna Mitra. Girls, you're reading. Did you introduce? Girls, readers.
Oh, it's bright. Should I start?
Kevin Ivan Aguilar Martinez.
Julia Nicole Lepasona.
Sarim Kashif Ahmed.
Shaylee Marie Larabina.
Anissa Akramova.
Caitlin Lau.
Hamza Ali.
Ruby F. Lazaro.
Natasha F. Alvarado.
Tyler Lee.
Caleb Alvarez.
Amelia Julia Levine.
Juan Carlos Alvarez Romero.
Erica Liu.
Mateo Amatucci.
Kendall Joy Livingston.
Alay Deval Amin.
Lanaya A. Long.
Christopher Antelmi Jr.
Brian Lopez.
Rachel Arango Valencia.
Jacqueline Luna.
Filippo Arena.
Jorge Madrid Ordinez.
Frankie Arena.
Amara Mahmood.
Michael Anthony Arena.
Nicholas Mandrakia.
Logan Ash.
Simran Maniar.
Daniel Enrique Atkinson Jr.
Michelle Manzano Lopez.
Wayne Avila Romero.
Christian Mariconda.
Justin Basile.
Johan Marin.
Francesco Barbaro.
Adis Markey.
Yaya Z. Barjus.
Francisco Martinez.
Arnav Barkataki.
Julia Angeline Martinez.
Xander Xavier Bartuk.
Yaritza J. Martinez Cruz.
Daniel Baskin.
Anna Jessica Martinez Luis.
Derek Baum.
David Martinez Vilches.
Michelle Benito Perez.
Madison Medvedich.
Tyrell James Bennett.
John T. McGill III.
Michael G. Berman.
Anika Reddy Metla.
I didn't even hear my name. Oh my God.
Kamari Biddle.
Olivia Peyton Metz.
Lola Sabine Bienes.
Miranda Miguel.
Anthony E. Blaziak.
Dominic Miguel Cruz.
Fallon Booth.
Justice Unique Minder.
Samantha Borish.
Sean Cyprian Misquid.
Bethany C. Brabham.
Lucky Mandrati.
Brianna Lynn Brady.
Kenny Monaco Vega.
Alexandra D. Brichkov.
Denali Morales Toshua.
Juliana Bruno.
Matthew S. Muniz.
Braden Bulger.
Anthony Murdaco.
Anasia Josiah Burke.
John E. Murphy.
Isabella Cardillo.
Sean A. Murphy.
Heather Cardenuto.
Ronald S. Milarski.
Selena Cardozo Marin.
Michael Mangano.
Ariel Abigail Cartagena.
Kevin Nasrallah.
Emma Grace Caruso.
Jesse Nelius.
Joseph Casso.
Jarrell Nem Girov.
Stephen Louise Colon.
Christian David Ninanya.
Raymond Gorbea.
Ryan Scott O'Donnell.
Isabella Nicole Casal.
Noah Ahoyski.
Ashley Castro Morales.
Janelle Afuisu Curatan.
Ashley Noemi Cedillos.
Fernando Orego.
Andrew Yotai Chengchian.
Kevin Orti Gonzana Solar.
Peter Victor Chancev III.
Burke Ozak Dogan.
Nicholas Chapman.
Helena Reese Pace.
Alex Krasowski.
Samantha Page.
Angelina Sosnicki.
Brian Palomino.
Joseph John Sinigliero.
Tyler J. Passmore.
Jasmine Cleary.
Bobby Patel.
Sophia Contreras Neri.
Matthew Petrovsky.
Maxie Cortez.
Aiden J. Pedersen.
Erica Cortez Dominguez.
Sayori Juliana Penranda.
Yasmin Cortez Cortez.
Darren Alexander Perez.
Andrew Thomas Cosgrove.
Raul Perez Cortez.
Joseph Costa.
Brandon Perez Dominguez.
Daniela Crestulo.
Fabian J. Perez Nava.
Guadalupe Cruz Flores.
Emily Erica Polancia.
And Quado Quado Tashua. Chelsea Tanya Quado.
Makai Quinones.
Thomas Enrique Quado.
Agalia Rajkumar.
Erica Quado Perez.
Eliel Ramirez Lopez.
Jonathan Quizito.
Jose Ramirez Cuanto.
Natalie Ann D'Angelo.
Juanino Ramirez Vasquez.
Faith Danino.
Jasmine Ramirez Luna.
Amarni S. DeJonge.
Alex Ramos Cortez.
James Delgado.
Emma Harley Raphael.
Jasmine Diaz.
Suhan Rathi.
Matthew Brennan Dickstein.
Corey Rivas.
Donna Dominguez Contreras.
Brian S. Rias.
Helena A. Doster.
Edwin Rias.
Valerie Drutsko.
Sean Richards.
Nihal Duganini.
Shay Lauren Richmond.
Chloe Ella Dunberg.
My King Ridley Artis.
Olivia K. Edmonds.
Jonathan Rodriguez Suarez.
Jenna Elsaman.
James Rojas.
Eric Escobar Fernandez.
Lisbeth Guadalupe Rojas.
Taylor Rose Essner.
Royber Rojas.
Kayla Etienne.
Gavin Tyler Rowland.
Itzel Tapia.
Victoria Romano.
Quamir Everett.
Dominic Romeo.
Michael Fowler.
Giselle Romulo Rosas.
Isabella Feliciano.
Max Gavin Rosen.
Dylan Todd Fenstermaker.
Daniel Rubino.
James Fernandez.
Daniel F. Rubenstein.
Demiris Ferros Infante.
Juliana Russo.
Gabriel Figueroa Guzman.
Nicholas Russo.
Esmeralda Flores.
Osvaldo Salazar.
Carla Montserrat Flores.
Camila Saldivar.
Alberto Flores Bolanos.
Eric Salfelder.
Guadalupe Galindo.
Aaron Salvani.
Brittany Galindo Matias.
Jeremiah Samuel.
Anthony Gambale.
Cielo Angelina Sanchez.
Ginger Garcia.
Derek Sanchez.
Jake Austin Garcia.
Maximilian Sliwa.
Melanie Garcia.
Ethan Victor.
Angela Garcia Lopez.
Kaushik Kumar Sanidi.
Logan Hunter Garrison.
Eduardo Santiago Lopez.
Kate Elizabeth Garrity.
Adamari Santiago Matias.
Alexander Garov.
Kenneth Santos Lopez.
Gabriela Alejandro Gastilum.
Mehek Sani.
Andrew Germino.
Daniel Sawiris.
Jake Gilio.
Alex Schweigart.
Mia Gilio.
Gia Sharma.
Malik Makai Gill.
Ilana Molly Sharon.
Benjamin Lev Gosman.
Samantha Abigail Shepard.
Jasmine Gonzalez.
Kira Ciberon.
Brian Gonzalez Martinez.
Lucas Sigmund.
Antonio Gonzalez Perez.
Christina Sakaris.
Andrew Graff.
Madison Julia Simon.
Hayden John Garino.
Amir Nayem L. Smith.
Haley Josephine Garino.
Brady Richard Snyder.
Heaven Defina Guerrero.
Ryan Spencer.
Sergio Andres Gillen.
Jordan Sayana Strong.
England Gillen Alvarado.
Sadhana Subramanian.
Layla Marie Haddad.
Josiah Sweeney.
Xavier Haddon.
Vanessa Tapia.
Lily Barbara Haig.
Sean Tardy.
Aiden Hamlin Woolfolk.
Tyler Tardy.
Tyler, gonna miss you.
think I just said.
Leo James Harrison.
Brian Tassi.
Christian Hernandez.
Samantha Nicole Taylor.
Larissa Noslin Hernandez Cardenas.
Ashley Tello Vasquez.
Alejandra Hernandez Vasquez.
Angel Tuaco Shalal.
Jose A. Hernandez Zapita.
Joshua Toledo.
Miguel Herrera.
Emily Tomko.
Nicholas J. Hicks.
Lillian C. Urig.
Jasmine Hodges.
Octavio Valditano Grande.
Wesley Ernest Housen.
Alicia Varma.
Janet Hutzel Romero.
Sherilyn Vasquez.
Cole Jameson Hurley.
Jeremias Velasquez Morales.
Ruspo A. Inclan Sanchez.
Jolisa Marie Vigiano.
Jamir Irbai.
Diego Vivas Marin.
Silas Horkwitz.
Elijah Waba.
Ashad Jenkins.
John S. Ward.
Zaki C. Jeter.
Nasiah Tanae Washington.
Jolina Jimenez.
Andrew Wirtz.
Lanish Janaya.
Thomas Michael White.
Matthew John.
Jayshawn Talik Wiggs.
Bianca Lee Jones.
Reese Elizabeth Wiley.
Vladimir Juarez Vivas.
Anissa Wilson.
Matthew Curran.
Christopher Wilson.
Tristan Kelly.
Keen Wilson.
Ryan Kerber.
Matthew Lucas Wyatt.
Claire Kim.
Jordan Xavier.
Malvina Kolodich.
Tyler Nicholas Yelder.
Jumi Kong.
Leanna Yu.
Leo Kowaleski.
Raymond Young. Sophia Antoinette Zudo.
Everybody, please rise. Classmates, we are now officially alumni of Freehold High School.
It is time for us to switch our tassels from left to right.
Congratulations. I now invite parents and guests onto the field to join in the celebration.